Hello everyone, and I'm going to be showing you guys what I have to do to play MapleStory. If you haven't heard of it, I'm probably going to be doing a MMO Monday on it. I guess today it's 3 o'clock, so yeah. Well, don't mind that clock, it's not right. But anyways, if you have a Razer keyboard, I suggest following along if you plan on playing um, MapleStory. So what you're going to want to do is go into your Razer Synapses or whatever you want to call it. And I already have mine set up, but I'll show you how to do it after I show you what I have. So what you're going to want to do is just go ahead and get rid of these 3 key binds. Get rid of the W, get rid of the A, S, D. And you're going to want to move these over there. And I'll show you how. But the reason I say this is because in MapleStory, to move and everything, you have to use these as your controls. And if you play WoW or any other game, in any MMO, you're going to be using, well, pretty much any other game. You're going to be using the WASD, and you can't move these around in game. You can move everything else on the keyboard, just about, except for like the Windows button and stuff like that, in game, except for these keys, which sucks. But anyways, if you have a Razer keyboard, you can bypass that. I'm sure you can do it on Logitech or any other gaming keyboard, but I'm not sure how. So you can follow along if you have that, if you know how to on yours. So we're just going to pretend like this is another one. I have to make a new thing real fast. So we're going to pretend like this is a brand new one. Brand new keyboard, never has had anything. So we're going to call it MS, or MapleStory. First thing you need to note is as soon as I made that, it came up right here. So you click that button right there, the FN, and then you'd hit FN6, which is not on here. But anyways, you click FN, and then, oh yeah, click right up here, FN6. And that would bring up the new keyboard structure. So I'll go through a couple of them. So here's MS1, 2, 3. Pretty much all of them look alike because I haven't really messed with them that much. And then that's 6. Keyboard 6. So what you're going to want to do is, and just keep in mind, you can move the WASD to over here, but you just have to keep note on which one's which. So if you just label it, I'll show you. But anyways, back to how it's set up in MapleStory. So you move it, like if you got used to it, it's not that hard. But if you don't want to get used to it, it's not that hard. I mean, it is hard. So these are the movement keys, and then Control or Alt is to jump, and then Control is to attack, and then you'd have to set your attacks to something else. What I would do is, if you are playing normal MapleStory, is have this control as your attack, this control as your jump, and then have your your other attacks, like your special attacks, up here. Z is to pick up stuff, and X is to sit in your chair. But you can move all these keys around, so I would probably do it like these as my attacks, and then maybe that as my pickup, or even spacebar as my pickup. But like I said, you can move anything the way that you want to in game after you get, only on this part of the keyboard and right up here. I don't know about the numbers, but all this stuff you can move around, even the F1 keys. But saying that you have one of these keyboards, what you're going to do is, and I'm sure by now you know how to do this, but if you don't, here we go. So you're going to do key function, and then you're going to just press up on the keypad on W, and then you're going to press what the heck? Oh yeah, I have to press that, don't I? And then press over or left. Then S will be set as down, and then whoops, I already got S. Save. then D, and you press over or right. So you have that, just like that. And that's pretty much how, if you want to play MapleStory as a regular MMO, you would need to do it. Now, say your password has one of those letters in it. You're going to need those letters back. Plus, in game, it kind of is helpful to have those letters back. So, you're going to want to do default, and then you're going to want to do it just like you did before. And oh yeah, thought I did it wrong for a second. Actually, I need to fix this on mine, my regular MapleStory thing, because it's actually not made up like this. So, in another video, whenever I am playing MapleStory, I'll show you how I set up the rest of the keyboard, because pretty much everything on here is used, and it's all foobarred up. Now, what I do in game is you can put like potions and stuff as a hotkey. So I would put my health potion on right above E, just because it's easier to get my pointer finger up there, and then I'd have my mana potion right over here. So yeah, that's how I have mine set up. And then just because I'm used to having my attacks up here, I put my attacks right up there, because whenever I play with my mouse, it does have the keys on the side. So I'll show you what it looks like. If I can get a side view. I don't know if I can. I'm sure I can, but oh, there it is. So I can have all my attacks right here. So yeah, that's what I do for MapleStory right there. You do have your emojis right up here, which you can change around to wherever you want. Like I said, I'll do a rearranging on the actual game, but you know, it's not really worth it to rearrange too much, because if you make another character, it's gonna end up being, you know, messed up anyways. So like if I put the health potions on this side and then the mana on this side, whenever I restart the game, or like, excuse me, if I make another character, it's gonna be back to whatever the oh, excuse me, sorry, back to whatever those two keys were originally. So, oh yeah, also what I do is, like I said, I put my health potions right here, and I'll go more in depth. Like I said, I'm just showing you my basics. I put my health potion and mana right here. Then still control is attack, and alt is for jump. So what I do is I move this to 1. Well, it would be on my mouse, but I would still move it to 1, and then I would have alt to spacebar, and then spacebar like starts conversations and stuff. So if you want, just to make it a little bit easier, you can just move that right back to alt, so you can just hit right down there. And then for Z, that's your pickup, like picking up items and stuff like that. I move that to shift, and then I leave X the same way it is, because that is for a chair that, like while you're sitting in it, it raises your mana and your health a little bit. So I just leave that right there. That's perfectly fine where it's at. So that's pretty much what I do, but it's going to be easier for you to really visualize it once I get into it. So yeah, and you should be able to like move this around, like I said, just like that in game. So yeah, so that's my Minecraft. I mean, I keep on wanting to say Minecraft. My MapleStory build. That's pretty much the only game that I have to do that on. MapleStory is a really fun game, especially if you're into anime and stuff like that. So definitely get into that. And also, there's another game that I've been playing, well, just picked up actually today, right here. I don't really know how to pronounce that, but if you see where my arrow is pointing, it's right there. It's made by the same people that made Minecraft, but it's kind of like Diablo, where it's a point and click. Like I said, I have barely gotten to it, barely scratched the surface of it, but it does have quite a bit of, it doesn't really have a lot of customization. As far as characters go, there's only 3 races that you can pick from, but as far as like professions go, there's a crap ton of them. It's amazing. But anyways, all that's aside the point. I just wanted to show you guys what I do for MapleStory because I'm going to be doing a MapleStory MMO Monday as soon as I wake up tomorrow. It's probably going to be a little bit longer than my usual ones because I'm wanting to do a couple things. Like I just made the video. Actually, it was about an hour long, well, less than an hour long, but it got messed up. I went to go show you guys the cash shop, which if you are also doing a MapleStory Let's Play or whatever you want to call it, do not show people the cash shop because it will crash your program. Like literally, I'm having to make a brand new character because of it. So go ahead and just take the hard way and like cut fraps, and then go to the cash shop, show them the cash shop specifically, and then go back to your regular game on a different video or put it together or whatever you want to do. But don't go to cash shop because it does mess up the game quite a bit. So until next time, as always, stay beautiful, stay sexy, and stay chefy. And I love you guys, and have a great night. And I don't know if you guys saw that, but I went to go shut it down, and I put it down. Anyways, have a great night, and I love you guys. Good night.